Good evening and welcome to round 11 of Extreme Racing League, and for today we'll be in Austria in the Red Bull Ring. The beautiful nature of Austria, and here our qualifying session, and it appears we have heavy rain. Really rain. We got all the drivers that are gonna be running on wet tires. Seems the track is really wet. This must just some standing water too. And go. And let's start with the Ferrari driver. Oh, actually, let's start with Fred. Here, Fred in the Williams. Let's not start with Fred. No, let's start with Fred. Fred completing sector 2, and now going the final sector is track featuring only 10 turns, overtaking opportunities in both DRS zones, sector 1 and sector 3 on the home straight. And here we go with Fred. Our first time lap will be from Fred, a 1:16.7 for Williams Racing. Next up, we're gonna have, I think, PMJ, the pole sitter for last race in France. There was also a wet qualifying. 1:15.1. We're gonna have Cookie with a 1:22.4. Cookie could do much better than that. Here we have not John, his name is not John, and I think his name is Kayo. Yeah, it's Kayo. New Kayo with a 1:15.6 second. Next up, Marcy with a 1:16.4, a really broad difference, but still a lot of time. And the McLaren driver, 1:16.5. And as far as my sources tell me, we're gonna have also a wet race. The rain will be carried on for the race. It'll be interesting to see who will cope with the wet conditions best. And we'll also have Atomar with a 1:16.8. And Atomar actually setting a purple sector 1. Stay on board. Here with Atomar. And Atmar actually improving by 0.7 seconds. That could get him close to the 1:15 benchmark. And I think Atmar is going on, no? Okay. You're coming through the home straight. And we're seeing Atmar setting a 1:15.9. That'll put him P5. Shout out to PS Keon, who driver was gonna be really missed. And here we go, this is it, and we have Amir, our championship leader, setting the fastest lap of this session, a 1:14.9 on the wet tires, in the wet conditions, and he's on provisional pole, really close to Kayo's I'm gonna call him John. He wants that. So here 115 and very close. We have the top 4, and actually we got AV also 115.2, and Fred at 115.3, really close top 6 within 0.3 seconds. Here with our league admin. Flip almost losing. Oh, Flip really is struggling, I think. That's a slow time, I suppose. As you can see here, PMJ setting the perfect time at 115.000. And cutting the grass and losing a bit of grip, and we actually have we have Amir improving his time 114.4, and then we have AV setting a 114.1, and Liam Bolt will take provisional pole from AV. Marcy with a 114.6, Flip with a 114.9. Actually, it wasn't a slow time from Flip, and Flip improving more. Flip is gonna need about 0.7 seconds. The track are really tough for our drivers. And that's an invalidated lap for Flip. Wasted my time. Let's go next. Here with see Mr. Kayo. Oh. And now as the rain becomes lighter, we're gonna see drivers going on the intermediate tires. You can see here Amir, PMJ, Atmar, Jim, Lockspeed opting for the intermediate tires. And both the Renault drivers are gonna be setting their laps by each other. And interesting to see here Raleigh. Ooh, see here. And see, most of our drivers are opting for new runs on the inter tire that will probably improve their times if they found the right grip. And let's see here with Amir, Mr. Amir. If he, as I can see, Amir is coping real good with the inter tires actually, what you mean. And improving by a second, and a purple sector 2 for Amir. Oh, and here we go, PMJ with a 113.1, and he's on pole. And Amir with a 113.2, still behind PMJ, and is current P2. Here is AV running his lap on intermediate tires. The new driver, RLK, 113.8, and we actually have PMJ, I think, improving more, and AV with a 113.3 will put him third. See here with Amir if he's gonna be able to best PMJ's time. And actually Amir is improving by half a second, and with the purple sector too. You have Marcy setting a really close time for PMJ, a 112.6, and Amir coming through the home straight, and Amir with a 112.4, and will be on provisional pole. Actually not, AV will be on provisional pole with only 3 minutes left. AV with 112, AV with 50 milliseconds ahead of Amir. He was flipped, sending a purple sector 2, and with a 112.6 and a P5 for flip, and flip will be able to do one more lap, 2 more if he can. Now we're gonna be on board soon with PMJ. And we have Atmar's car parked and tired. And let's go with the onboard here with PMJ. If he's gonna be able to overtake the two Israelis, AV and Amir. And Sector 1, 61 milliseconds improvement, still not a purple Sector 1. Oh, PMJ taking that slippery curb. Actually, you have Slayer, who's also close, in P4. And that'll be it for our qualifying today. There's still many drivers who will be able to do more laps. One more lap, none laps. Oh, PMJ, losing it and into the wall. That will be it. Oh, and actually have Connor on pole. Oh my god, Connor taking that pole position. Let's see if and actually not, and Marcy going for P2. You see Amir and AV forfeiting their laps, so it'll be the times for both AV and Amir. And oh no, actually, they have Slayer taking that pole position. Oh, Flip taking that pole position. Who else? Anyone else wants to take that pole position from poor Connor? But many of our guys setting their fastest lap in their final lap. And here we are looking at our pole sitter here for the Austrian Grand Prix. And we can see the grid in front of us. We have two Dutchies, Flip, Slayer locking the front row, followed by Connor in the Red Bull in their home Grand Prix. Then we're gonna have Marcy, AV, Amir, PMJ, John, Atomar, and Fred, and these will be our top 10, and the rest of the pack, as you can see. And as I've said, a wet race, gonna be also heavy rain for this. Here are drivers starting the formation lap, and I'm gonna take a look at the grid again. You can see our Flip taking this will be his first pole position of the season here in round 11 in Austria. And PMJ was disqualified. And John was disqualified. And predicted pit stop strategy, we're gonna have a full wet race, so it'll be the wet tires for the end. Everyone, oh wow, everyone is getting disqualified. So if the formation lap is like this, I don't know what to expect for the race. And the lights, and it's lights out, and here in Austria, and we actually have the Williams going for a good start, and we'll Flip take on that position, and we also have AV go off through a collision with AV, and Flip going for a good start, retaining that first position, and oh, I have many collisions back there. Thank you. Connor up into P3. Oh. Take a look here. The Rebel driver is off to a very bad start. And we have a safety car in the first lap here in the Austrian Grand Prix. Off to a very good start. And a safety car, and let's look at the position change. Our top 4 drivers retaining their positions. We have PMJ off to a good start into P5, John 2 and Fred, and we have our championship leader actually. And Atmar is retired from the session. Main driver is now going into the pits. And I was saying we have Amir after I think bad start down to P8. Main driver is opting for new tires. We have all the drivers on the wet tires, and it's probably gonna be the only choice for this race, as rain is pretty much heavy. I don't think there will be a chance for the intermediate tires. And the safety car, it will go for another lap. Gonna see, I think we're gonna be racing again at lap 5. Let's take a look at the incidents. Oh, we had very much, not these. Yeah, these. And you can see we have Alton, a collision with Raleigh, Ivo a collision with Alton, Jim a collision with Alton, everyone collided to Alton, poor Alton. And Alton with Jim, receiving Alton with a 10-second penalty. And will be it, I think. Oh, and Cookie and Jim. Oh, let's see the carbon fiber. We have Cookie and Jim. Another incident. Oh, where is that front wing? Dylan. Oh, and Jim is driving that front wing. And I suppose the safety car will be in this lap, or not. Yeah, I'm gonna have a safety car for another... Is this lap 4 or lap 5? I don't know. So this will be lap 4, so we may have a restart in lap 5. Have PMJ, Cookie and Jim, both, not both, all of them going into the pits after, I suppose, an incident. And safety car will be in this lap and we'll be racing again in lap 5 of the 36 laps in this Grand Prix. Why is everyone going off track? And we are the green flags and we are racing again. And we have Marcy going on the inside of Connor. Marcy and Connor going wheel to wheel, and Connor will still be ahead of Marcy. And actually we had also John's a bit good. Marcy and John ahead of Connor. Connor now back into P5. Go back here. We have some yellow flags. Oh, we have John and Raleigh and everyone. And Flip is still in the lead, and I think that was an illegal move here from Kaio. He resetted the return to track. And we have Amir down in P15. That's not familiar territory at all for Amir. Amir, who've been used to be on the top. So you have Slayer setting fast lap of the race. Slayer catching better pace than Flip. And we have Amir and Rolly. I think Amir and Rolly were both involved in Kaio's incident. Oh, and we have a car that's parked now. This Fred's Williams. And a fastest lap from our race leader. Interesting to see. And Slump Connor received a penalty, and both of them passing Sir Ibo. John. I got used to John. Kaio here, a bit of contact between Kaio and Hank. That will lead that set Kaio to be ahead of Hank. And another fastest lap for Flip at 1:16.3, still about 3 seconds behind qualifying pace. And Flip having a 2-second lead over Slayer. Flip building a kind of relaxing lead. You see where AV going into the move on RLK and taking going from the inside, and another fast lap for Flip, and AV is already ahead of RLK and up into P4, 6 seconds short of the podium, short of Marcy. Near Connor losing there. Really, it's the track is really wet. It's hard for drivers to find, and actually PMJ trying to go on the move from the inside, and PMJ actually getting past Connor and into P6. And you have the McLaren driver also going off track and into the... And as it is shown, we have Flip starting to lose his time in front of Slayer. We have a yellow flag. That's actually Connor's car. Red Bulls was not a very satisfactory performance here in their home Grand Prix. Yes, currently it's Connor on 7 and Alton on 8. Cookie catching up to both the Red Bulls, and actually, Cookie was really big close for Cookie, almost collision with Alton, and John will be ahead of Cookie because of that in the little incident. And another fastest lap for Flip, a 1:15.9. Flip improving on this time on his 11 lap wet tires, and Flip receiving his first penalty of the race, a 3-second time penalty for Flip. John and coming out Alton on the home straight. John not finding the pace. Oh, we're close. And we have had a Jim car. Oh, Jim spinning, doing some moves. And we have AV, and oh, Jim has retired from the race. See Jim's car. Jim's car is, yeah, parked. Unfortunate finish here. He didn't finish, but unfortunate for Jim. We have AV now making the move on Marcy, taking the outside line, and Real sorry for the inconvenience. And Flip with another fastest lap, and as you can see, AV is still behind Marcy. It's coming up the Nicolauda corner turn. So we have Connor coming real close on RLK. And all the drivers are struggling up and turn 2. Here, and another retirement from the race, and it's long speed, and you can see it's a retirement in the pits. And we had RLK go into the pits and change it to new wet tires, suppose, or no other choice. AV still behind Marcy. Here. Oh, it's not in there. Well. And Amir setting a fastest lap of the race, down from P11. That move on Marcy, and will AV this time be able to get past Marcy, and still AV not doing the right move. Yeah, PMJ catch up to AV. It's difficult to overtake in these conditions, as the top 3 that started this race are still the top 3. Actually not, but Flip, Slayer and Marcy were in that range. We have had Connor fall into P6. I sense here. Now we had some action here. We have Hank, Fred and Cookie up close. And it's halfway through this wet Austrian Grand Prix. Still 19 laps to go. Not halfway. Oh, and actually I missed this. AV is finally ahead of Marcy. No, he's not. Oh, is he? He actually not. And actually PMJ was gonna try and go for that move. 3 drivers. Yes, to turn 3, wheel to wheel, and Marcy, actually, it's really interesting, and we actually had PMJ on that double overtake, and Marcy fall 2 position into P5, and we have PMJ off track. After a really great move from PMJ, So we are back with Marcy being on P3, and interesting to say we have Slayer really close to Flip now. And PMJ has retired from the session, and we have a safety car in lap 18. A safety car has come out again. A safety car have many drivers opting for a new set of wets. And Flip and Slayer are both in their pits, and changing into a new set of tires. I think we're gonna see Slayer ahead of Flip, because Flip is gonna have to serve a 3-second time. Actually not, Flip will be ahead. And Connor has received a drive-through penalty for speeding on the safety car. Connor is gonna have to serve that drive-through penalty within the next 3 laps. Oh, and actually, Flip did not serve his penalty. So Flip is still with that 3-second time penalty. And Connor has retired from the session. And the safety car will be in this lap, and will be racing in lap 22 with 50, was gonna leave us with 15 laps. And we are racing again here in Austria. The flip here with, I think, a good start, a purple sector 1 for flip, and Kaya was retired from the session in the pits, I think. And the fastest lap from flip, and 1:15.3 on the new wet tires. Oh, and we have Fred here spinning. And actually we have Alton going for the Inter tires. Gonna be weird given the current conditions. Alton going for the Inter tires. First driver to switch from the wet to the Inters. I'm wondering if Alton is gonna find enough grip on those tires. Yeah, Amir up to P4, but we have to take the fact that Amir is on 16 lap old wets, and he is gonna have to pit, so that'll cost him a lot of positions. Keep in mind that Flip is still at 3-second time penalty, and he's gonna have to improve those times. And then see here is Alton, if he's doing well on those Inters. And you actually had Amir trying to go into get past Marcy. Marcy doing really good defending, and Amir actually coming through. I don't know, Marcy still at, oh, and Slayer has received his 3-second time penalty. That'll put some relief for Flip, and Slayer setting a fastest lap of the race. And Amir and Marcy going wheel to wheel, and Amir still not able to overtake Marcy. Marcy doing very, very good defending. We've had here RLK and Cookie. Cookie ahead of RLK. Actually not. You can see here RLK ahead of Cookie and into P6. From here 33 drivers Marcy, Amir and AV up close to each other. Still no moves, and oh, actually had AV coming a bit close behind Amir. We have AV and Amir up close to each other. Still Amir ahead of AV. Oh, and AV coming real close behind Amir. Could have had a hit. Amir really stretching those tires. 20 laps, wet tires, and meanwhile in the top two, still a Flip leading, but Slayer catching up. He's now below 1 second. And another penalty for Flip. That would be 6 seconds for Flip. Oh, we actually have Amir. Amir having a moment. Let's be right back. and go again, and that still have nothing changed. Amir still on those wet tires. I think Amir probably looking for those wet tires till the end of the race. With 8 laps left in this race. Here Flip leading the race since the start, but Flip could end up not winning the race if he did not build a 3-second gap over Slayer, and that is if Slayer didn't get any penalties. Remember that close. See here with Raleigh and Cookie. Fred and Cookie. Double check. Please, yeah. We have flipped a 6-second penalty while Slayer with a 3-second time penalty. But as I can see, Flip set at purple sector 1. Oh, and let's get out of here, player. Moment. And be back with AV's fight for the podium. Had 5 laps left, and Amir is still on his tires, and I'm not seeing him changing any time soon. Amir already bidding for new tires, so Amir won't need to go for a new set. And we have a yellow flag for an Alpha Tauri. It's Raleigh's car. With 4 laps here left to go. And Flip is still only 1 second ahead of Slayer. And Marcy has left the session. Oh, Marcy still. And actually Flip lost really much time. in front of Slayer. Slayer is only 0.4 seconds now behind. That win is starting to look very difficult for Flip unless Slayer gets another penalty. There's only 3 laps left to go. Slayer's gonna have to monitor really driving with caution, because a penalty could cost him the win. As I can see here, Slayer really paying attention to the track limits. And here is Flip going for another lap. And only 2 laps left to go until the end of the race, and the win is looking for Slayer unless something happens. And Slayer got the fastest lap also by only 5 milliseconds, which is really remarkable. Still, Slayer hasn't received that 3-second time penalty Flip needs. And here we go, and Flip going for his final lap of the race, for the leader and for the rest of the pack. Soon, Flip is still not within the required time to win this race. Slayer is gonna have to drive really cautiously, because a penalty could be a killer in the final minutes here in Austria. And still nothing here. And coming here in the end and going. And this is it, and Slayer will be winning the Austrian Grand Prix. The Williams driver will be taking that win home, even though Flip finished first. We're gonna see Slayer take the win because of the 6-second time penalty Flip got. Really exciting, and I think disappointing for Flip, Yeah, it'll be the first win for Slayer this season. The RLK finishing and Amir going for 30 laps on the wet tires. Then we have our drivers coming in and finishing. Our podium today will be Slayer, Flip, and as usual as every podium, AV is on the podium and is P3. And the driver of the day will be Cookie, the Ferrari driver. A phenomenal performance from the Williams driver, and a disappointing for Flip, who could have got his first win. And Slayer getting the fastest lap too. That'll be 26 points for Slayer. You can see here the green for Amir taking a P5. That'll be a hit for Amir, and AV getting better. AV will be second and closing that gap on Amir. You can see Connor, who did not finish the race, will take a hit in the Drivers' Championship, will be third. A really bad day for the Red Bull drivers in their home Grand Prix, going for only Alton's points. Unfortunate 6 DNFs. Thank you for watching, and it was your commentator Ali here. And finally, we're gonna end with the Dutch national anthem.